was looking for one of the little free libraries that I read about that I heard was right along here. I brought a book that I just finished that I think other people might enjoy. Oh, wow.
That is our little free library. It's for all of our neighbors to lend a book or take a book and to share love of reading with our family and friends and all the kids in the street. I looked it up and I didn't realize there was a whole national movement to start these, and there's quite a few here in Seattle.
There are 4,000 or 5,000 in this country, and then there's some abroad as well now. So.
The fun part of it was actually getting the idea or the concept and the blueprints, and then building it myself. It's a solar panel, and there's a light inside, and it recharges. It's got rechargeable batteries in it, and so it lights up at night.
So the little towers are just old doorknobs, and this is just kind of a refurbished cabinet. So
I don't like to get into people's business when they're at the little library, but I like to peek out the window and see who's out there, and my dog Tulip enjoys watching to see who's out there, and I mean, it's become kind of a spectator sport for our whole family. When I go to the big library, I know what I'm looking for. I have a book on hold, or I know a certain author. I think what's fun about the little free library is you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. You won't know it till you see it, and the element of surprise, I think, is pretty fun.
What does it mean for libraries in general? I think that it's just one more way to offer resources and materials. It doesn't impact what we do, it doesn't change what we do, but it might support what we do in another way.
Well, I think with the Little Free Libraries, what you're getting is a view into the reading habits of one particular family or their close friends and neighbors. And I think that that's a kind of window into their humanity, into who they are.
What if little free libraries were everywhere? I think that would be a good thing. Libraries promote reading and enjoyment, so we would not be opposed to that.
And then they open it up and they start looking at it, but it's like they don't believe it the first few times. We put a little book in here for people to put notes in, and that's the other thing that astonished me, was that sometimes it's kids who are saying, this is the book I'm reading, or that, but there's a couple people who wrote really heartfelt things about having a sense of community. To interior walls, and yet I find this little library and I am invigorated beyond perceived capacity to pick up a book. To find that extra moment to read, to indulge my inspiratory imagination. Life begins to sprout again in my small space in the world. And you, with your beautiful bevy of books, have helped bring it. Thank you ever so. Neighbor Sarah. I came out one day and read that. It actually still makes me all verklempt, You don't think these things are going to happen. But then you put an offer out to the world and something comes back, totally unexpected.
So I don't know that I have any advice for being a steward, but I would love to see more of them. I would love to see one on every block, anywhere that there are children who read or adults who need a novel.
They could be little specialty libraries. I'd like to see them in the community gardens like the pea patches. It'd be great if the pea patches took them on.
Don't use it as a way to get rid of your junk. If you really want to share books, share books. If you want to share AVs, CDs, music, all of that, that's a wonderful opportunity for that.
Not to be afraid to put out a book that you didn't particularly like, because there's a famous statement in the library world, which is every book its reader, every reader his or her book.
I would promote intellectual freedom. So I would say that you should put something out there for everyone. Like public libraries, we have something to offend everyone, so I'd say put both views of a topic out there.
It's a great hobby, it's a great activity. You can do it by yourself, you can get your family involved, you can get your dog involved.
I wasn't planning on getting one, but here we go.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcast anytime at seattlechannel.org.